Hey, it's John and Mike, brew-news.com, and since last week we had Mike-toberfest, I also brewed something for the season, and I believe this comes from BYO magazine. They're not printing their magazine anymore. Everything's coming to me via online channels. I think that there was an email that, they send it out, and they talk about the latest and greatest online issue. And this was back in August. I snagged this recipe and then stowed it away. This was brewed probably earlier in October. This has only been in the keg for, I don't know, a week. So we'll talk more about it. But the name of this recipe is Festbier is the best beer. Oh. And I liked it because, well, the malt profile, the grain bill was simple. But you can see the colors. It's not as dark as Mike-toberfest, but it's still darker than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
okay.
But
fair.
Let's talk more about the grain bill. We'll start off from the beginning. So this is 50% Pilsner malt, and I actually did the old Bohemian floor malted stuff.
We're getting fancy over here.
We are getting fancy. And then 50% of German Munich 1 malt. It's 6 Lover Bond.
Yeah.
So that's 50% right down the middle. This is a 5-gallon batch, so that's 6 pounds or 2.7 kilograms each of those malts. And then for hops, started off with Perle hops. Did an ounce for 60 minutes, and then got some Hallertauer for 10 minutes. The recipe only called for a half an ounce, but I threw in a full ounce. For that, hit a Whirlflock tablet and then used Softlager W3470 as my yeast. Again, like that guy said, throw it in your basement, let it ferment for 2 weeks, you're all set. Use spring water. I don't think I did anything in terms of like brewing salts. I just let it do its thing. The mash temp on this, I think I just did 150 degrees for 60 minutes, and yeah, like I said, 2 weeks in fermentation. For this, the recipe said I'd hit an original gravity of 1057. I think I hit like 1055, 56. The final gravity, they said it was going to be 1012. I think I hit like 1010, maybe even 1009 on this. So this is a traditional fest beer to be enjoyed by the leader for Oktoberfest or any fall festivities here in the Northern Hemisphere. We are definitely knee-deep in fall. All right, sir. Give me your worst.
Well,
what's going
on? I like the foam is mostly white, just barely has some hints of like off-whiteness to it. And the bubbles are nice and tight, which is great from a standpoint of like you put this in a mini growler and drag it over here. So, I mean, carbonation's like nice here. The clarity, it's there, it's coming, it'll be there. It's just so young. But I mean, you can see the bubbles rising through it. It's great. I can almost see the other stuff through it on the other side. The color is this very interesting, like just beyond dark yellow to orange, but not quite there. It's like straddling that color, that part of the prism for sure. From a fest beer standpoint, mentally, I think like you're looking for it to be a little more yellow, a little more gold barish, but it's not. I mean, but who cares, right? That's just a technical aspect, and appearance only accounts for so little on a BJCP sheet, right? The aroma is interesting. Those Hallertau tradition hops are, it's like there's definitely a spiciness to it. Like there's like a little bit floral, a little bit spicy, but I get that, and then there's underneath it there's that Munich, 50-50, right, base, and all right, so it's almost maybe because it's the season, and I'm just thinking about pumpkin pie, but
no,
there's like a hint. It's almost cinnamony, right? That's if I was actually going to say something beyond just spice, it's almost cinnamon like.
No cinnamon was used in this beer.
Super pleasant, but super pleasant. Yeah, and then there's that light bread aroma, and it's got that light bread flavor as well. Yeah, so basically you're 100% base malt, so I'm not surprised you got this thing fermenting down to like 10-10, and it drinks that way too. It's pretty dry. The interesting thing about using like Munich and getting it really dry is that you really get this pure expression of that more dynamic malt than most other malts. Like a Maris Otter just gives you a lot of that biscuit and stuff, but this is like more bread and toast, you know. Not super intense. It's balanced well against the Pilsner malt. So it's super drinkable from that standpoint. Super, super drinkable. Yes. I like that. The fermentation's cool. I mean, the fermentation just makes sense. Yeah. I think, again, a couple more weeks just chilling out in a keg. Some of that yeast character will probably balance itself out, and it'll probably just get a little bit brighter. Yeah. That's not to say it's not bright now. It's pretty bright. I don't mean clarity, just flavor-wise. It'll be pretty good.
I agree. I think it needs a little more time lagering out in my keg. But that's okay, because I think that bringing it over was kind of like, hey, I was psyched to, you know, be a part of the whole festival beer thing.
Yep.
You know, Mike-Toberfest, you know, is the premier event, clearly. But to have like a, you know, maybe a spin-off of that right here is good.
But you know, if we were gathering with people around sausage and cabbage and all that good stuff that comes with this time of year, you'd want to bounce back and forth between like a Mike-Toberfest and this, right? It just keeps the palate like engaged and excited. Yeah. Like, I'll take another sausage. Yeah, give me some of this, right? That's what you want. That's what you want this time of year.
Yeah. I wonder if I should have done the 2 packs like you did for Mike-Toberfest. Not that it's your original gravity wasn't that high.
Mine was only 1048. Yeah, you're higher significantly.
I find that just one package crushes. And again, our cellar temperatures are not as warm as they were in the summertime.
True. So and I was using 2 packages because they weren't past their date.
They were getting close to it.
Older than when I had used them. Actually, I think I had one package that was a little older than the other one, so I'm just going to do the 2 of these, so I don't have to like take a guess which one I want to use.
Sure.
So,
all right. Yeah. I think that my notes on this. Again, I think that a better judgment will be like in a month.
Yeah. It's only going to get better. I mean, it's only going to get really good now.
Yeah.
It
I feel like that it's almost hasn't really fermented all the way out or something. It just feels like it's not fully ready to be tasted and stuff like that.
It's like a good soup or chili. It just needs like that next day, and then it's better than the sum of its parts. Yeah. And this is getting there. Yeah. Actually, you know, it'll shift a little bit from being somewhat ale-like to more lager-like.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. So, due to the lagering. How about that, kids?
Yeah, great. Fun beer. Awesome beer. Festbier.
So Festbier is the best beer.
It's all relative. It's all relative.
Thanks to whoever wrote that recipe. I grabbed it and then followed it as close as I could to the letter. But I believe it came from BYO email, and I just said, all right, well, that's what I'm going to do. If I were to do it again, I'd probably pull back. I'd probably do maybe like 75-25 Pilsner to Munich to really get that color.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. When I was experimenting with the Valley malt, base malt, and Munich malt, getting 50-50, it's almost just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice. It's just that it's
I'm with you. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Let us know your Festbier is the best beer adventures in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to our channel. We do this kind of thing every single week, but not necessarily just, Festbiers. Those are things we do maybe once a year. But anyway, beer content, it's all good. For John and Mike, brew-news.com, brew on.
Cheers.